Okay, so we're going to be doing question 6, but before that we're doing 2 examples. So we saw how to simplify surds in the previous question, and here we're going to simplify the square root of 72 plus the square root of 32 using the rules of indices. The rules of indices are the same as the rules of logs, essentially. We're just going to use the rules that we practiced in question 5. So we can add them because they're not like terms. It's not like, remember, if I had root 5 plus root 5, I could say that's 2 root 5. Because they're like terms, they're exactly the same. But root 72, I could break that up into the square root of 36 multiplied by the square root of 32, because 36 times 2 is 72, and the square root of 36 is just 6, and then 6 root 2. So that's 72 plus, now 32 could be written as the square root of 16 by the square root of 2. And I know that the square root of 16 is 4, so it's 4 root 2. So 6 root 2 plus 4 root 2 is 10 root 2. Now, over here we go to 2 root 27 plus a half root 12 minus root 75. So we need to break them all up. So 2 root 27 is going to be a tough one. So I'll write 27 as the square root of 9 by the square root of 3. Plus a half times, I'll write the square root of 12 as the square root of 4 by the square root of 3. And then 75, I will write that as, my brain, the square root of 25 by the square root of 3, because 3 times 25 is 75. So I have 2, the square root of 9 is 3 by root 3, plus a half. Square root of 4 is 2 by root 3, and the square root of 25 is 5 by root 3. 2 times root 3 is 6, so that's 2 times 3 is 6, so it's 6 root 3. A half multiplied by 2 is 1, so it's 1 times root 3, plus 5 root 3. Now they're all like terms. 6 root 3 plus 1 root 3 plus 5 root 3 is 12 root 3. Right, let's move on to the question applying to that. Okay, so let's look at the square root of 9 here. So we look at the square root of 9 over 16. So the square root applies to both the top and the bottom. So that's the square root of 9 over the square root of 16. And the square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of 16 is 4. The part 2 here, I've got 4 root 32. Alright, so I'll break up 32. 32 can be written as the root of 16 by the root of 2. And the root of 16 is 4, so it's 4 by 4 by root 2. And 4 by 4 is 16, so it's 16 root 2. Part 3, I've got root 80. That's a tough one to break up. So we'll break it into root 4 by root 20. And that's 2 root 20. But we can break root 20 up again. So it's 2 times root 4 by root 5. The square root of 4 is 2. And the square root of 5. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 root 5. Now you could have gone straight for that as well by just saying this is 16 times 5 as well. Okay, part 4. I've got 2 root 5 plus 3 root 5. It's nice and easy. They're like terms. So that's 5 root 5. And part 5, I've got 5 root 7 minus 2 root 7. So they're like terms again. So 5 take 2 is 3. So that's 3 root 7.